What's this? Tastes good.
It's Henry!
It's Frank! It's Frank, the guy that helped me out with that,
Get your daily delivery.
Yeah, thanks, buddy.
We have another tip for you.
Oh, really? Hold on.
Hey everyone, it's Henry at Mowers and Mowers. Good morning. Super early today. I was up watching movies all night and didn't sleep until 4 in the morning, and then Boba's yelling and screaming this morning at 8. So 3.5, 4 hours sleep. But then my friend Andy from Jericho reminds me that, hey, at your age, 52, that's plenty of sleep for an old man. I'm like, thanks. You're a real pal. Anyway, a few episodes ago, you guys may have noticed that I was just so curious about the girl that was working with Andrew Camarata on his channel. I just thought she was very impressive, and I just wanted to know her name and what her relationship was in the show, you know. Anyway, I had a lot of views, a lot of people saying about, you know, none of your business, whatever. I'm like, listen, if you don't want it to be millions of people's business, don't have her in the show. You know what I mean? YouTubers give up a lot of their private life as long as they want to keep it private, to keep it private. But if you're going to have people on the show and people inquire about who they are and who they are to you, don't put them on the show if you want to keep them private, right? Not only that, if you're a very private person, right? Don't have a YouTube channel. That's what I'm thinking, you know? But anyway, he actually responded back. Andrew Camarata did. And so I'm flattered. And he says that he's happy that I like his videos. And he says that she's just an employee. She works for him. There's no romantic link or anything like that. But nevertheless, I just think it's very cool. Still don't know her name though, but whatever. Maybe as time goes on, we'll find out. But thank you very much, Andrew Camarata. I hope you're watching, for replying to my question in my video. I really appreciate it. Early mailbag today. This actually came a couple of days ago, but I've been busy doing the review on the surveillance cameras and stuff and all that. I'm thinking that this is Jesus. Can't say they don't make strong boxes. I have a feeling that this is the weed trimmer head deflector string guard for the Stihl or Stihl weed trimmer eater whacker that I found 3 blocks away, 3 houses down, thanks to a tip from Frank the UPS guy. This guy wrapped it very nicely. I'm not 100% sure it's for my exact model, the FS45, but it looks just like all the ones that are on there, and there's a lot of them on there, but they range between $25 and $40 for it, which I wasn't willing to pay, but I did find one for $15 shipped. So if it's not the exact one, I'll make it fit, you know what I'm saying? But looks like we could probably get it on there. So look, the way it's designed, right? It looks like that. This probably goes in between there with the nut, right? I don't know how I'm gonna get this on there without having to take the head off, you know? And I don't really want to take the head off. So here's my Stihl FS45. It runs and starts. You know what? Let's just test that theory, huh? I haven't touched this for like 3-4 days, okay? Let's just see if when I started it that first day, it was just a fluke and that it really doesn't start. I just got lucky. Let's see if this is as reliable as I think a Stihl should be, okay? And also people were saying that the on and off button, O is off and the dash is on. Well, actually, somebody said it's binary numbers. It's 0 for off and 1 for on. Then there was another person who said that O is off, and that's not a dash or a 1, but rather an I for ignition. How about just doing on or off? Damn. You know what I mean, man? Overthinking stuff. very impressive. How many of you guys have a weed whacker that starts after two or three pulls every time, huh? How about that? So anyway, look, here's the head, see? And it looks like it's exactly the same base to the string trimmer. It looks exactly the same bolt and everything. But the question is, can I just remove this and bend it out and just slip it on? Or do I have to find a way to remove this head? You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to figure that out now. As you guys saw from an episode a couple of days ago, I was ready to sell my 420 Craftsman track drive snowblower to this guy. It overfilled with oil, the front drive and the forward and reverse didn't work. The second I was ready to load it into the van and meet the guy to sell it to him for $175, it wouldn't move forward and backwards. So after I fixed it and drained the oil a little bit to the line, it was all ready to go. I even fixed the wobbly handles too, you know? So I called the guy back. I says, hey, it's all fixed. If you're still interested, let me know. Guy was still interested. We set a time to meet at the church. You know, that's where I sell all my stuff. And a nice public place so that they don't know where you live. Anyway, this is what happened yesterday. Let's try this again, huh? That's less than I thought. Well, let's see what happens. All right, well, I sold it, and honestly, the guy wanted me to give it to him for $150, right? And or $140, and I says, no way, right? And he says, well, you got it posted for $150. I said, no, I don't. I have it posted for $175. And so I looked at my listing, and I surely did only post it for $150. So the guy gave me $150. I wouldn't go down anymore. I really actually should have accepted his $140, being that, you know, I kind of screwed him yesterday, you know what I mean? But anyway, got rid of it, $150. I'm happy. Anyway, selling it for $150, that's really cheap, you know what I mean? If you asked me 2-3 years ago if I would sell that thing for $150, I'd say no freaking way, because back then I could probably get $300-400 for it pretty easily too, you know. But there seems to be a lot of interest preliminarily on people wanting to buy snowblowers. I had this listed for $375. It was at $650 a couple of years ago. I have a feeling I should raise it to at least 450. You know what I mean? It's a really good snowblower. You know, it's a 928, 9 horsepower, 28 wide, clearing path, electric start. There's nothing wrong with it. Works great. I'm in it like $40 for a couple of flanges that I fixed on the impeller, but that's not bad. You know what I'm saying? If I don't get good money for it, I'll just keep it for myself. Then again, I do have like 8 other snowblowers just sitting in my shed waiting to be sold. I can't wait to sell them all because honestly, I need the room for my tractors.
Now I'm going to clean the other handle, Henry. I'd wipe it off and show you, but I only have one hand. Be back with this video in a second. Hey, Henry, look at this. Super clean. Look what it did to my plier handles. It freaking works great. This super clean is absolutely amazing. Made it look brand new. The side that's clean was dirtier than this one. It turned out amazing. Thank you, Super Clean. Your product is awesome. And thank you, Henry. You and Super Clean. Fantastic. Here you go, Henry. Super Clean. This stuff is fantastic. A little bit dirty there, it wouldn't come off. But this stuff is amazing. I would recommend this stuff to everybody. I love Super Clean. Thank you very much, Super Clean. Thank you, Henry. Making my stuff look brand new again.
So I recycle all the boxes that I get. Whenever I get a package, I keep the box if I haven't torn it apart to hell, you know. Because since I eBay a lot too, sometimes I'm looking for that one box, you know what I mean? And I know that I'll have plenty of different size boxes for whatever I do sell on eBay. If you guys would like to check out my eBay store or my listings, there's a link in the description of each video that I have. I just loosened this nut and bolt, and it's just a slotted and a stop nut on it. This is the old one. I'm going to see if this thing will just move and let me bend it off, and in turn I would know whether or not it's the same way to put it back on again, you know what I mean? Shout out to Simply Small Engine Repair over in Kingman, Arizona. Bought a couple of stickers. He's actually a new subscriber, so I'm glad to have you, bro. Alright, well, it doesn't seem like it's going to come off, you know, at least not easily, you know, doesn't seem like it. So, I guess I'm going to have to try to remove the head, you know. So, there's a screw here on the bottom of the head. This is how you change the string trimmer. Oh, wow. How easy was that?
Don't say easy yet, Henry. You haven't taken it off yet.
That's true. That is very true. All right. Also, thanks to James, who donated a good amount of money to the channel yesterday. I'm not sure whether or not he's a new subscriber or he's always been there, but he just never commented or donated or anything. But thank you very much for donating the generous amount of money for the channel. During COVID, there is a limited amount of things to watch on TV these days because they're not making movies, right? So if they're not making movies, we're not watching anything new. I myself have been watching a ton of YouTube, and you know, what would we do without TV, right? So thank you, James, for sending me a donation. I really appreciate it. It's very generous of you. If you guys would like to donate a buck or two, paypal.me/mowers and blowers. Every dollar counts. If you could spare a buck or two, really appreciate it. Keeps the videos coming every day. At least it keeps me motivated to have the videos coming every day. because as winter is around the corner, it's difficult to climb out of your warm bed and go out into the cold garage, freezing my Chinese ass off, right? And go get my hands and clothes dirty. So, you know, it takes a little bit of motivation to get it done. And then your donations keep me motivated. It's like, well, you know what? That guy just donated 20 bucks to me, right? So, you know, he's expecting me to provide entertainment, as I have been, you know. So you know, instead of lying in bed not making videos, let me go out and make some videos. It's good for me. So far so good, fellers. Seems to have gone on just fine so far. I'm not gonna jinx it yet. See, now it's not going in. That's what she said. Could it be this easy? Could it? I know this has got to go in some specific way. There we go. Holy cow! Was that it? Could this have been that easy?
You're not done yet, Henry?
Oh, shut up.
Are you just gonna let it roll like?
Yes, I'm letting it roll. Man, I'm having trouble getting this thing on here. Anyway, when I figure this out, Okay, I'm back. What it was is, in this disc here, there's a floating nut. And it has to be, you have to hold it so that gravity pulls it down. Or like they say in Canada, down. Right? And you have to have this exactly vertical like that. And then you get it in, there's 4 tabs. You get it in like a plus sign, you know, has to match. Push it in, and while you're pushing it in, you turn it a few threads, and then you can turn it all the way. So there's a floating nut in there, that's how it works. So now, look at here. Got myself a new deflector. This weed whacker runs great and is ready to go. Let's try it out. I for ignition. That's great, huh? Not bad. Boy, oh boy, if every fix was as easy as this, not like the video that I just did on putting that Black & Decker coil into that Echo recoil starter. That was torture. I gotta tell you, that was probably one of the hardest jobs that I've done in the entire year, you know? It literally took me all day to do that, you know? And in the end of the day, there's no compression on the thing, so... I did mention that I was gonna sell that locally, right, for like $10 or $15. I listed it and nobody really wants it, and then I thought about it and I said, well, you know, let me see what the parts are like. The magneto, the flywheel, the recoil starter that I fixed, the gas tank, all that stuff, if you add it all together, is like 80 to 100 bucks just in the parts itself. So maybe I'll take that damn thing to, you know, apart after a while if it doesn't sell locally and sell it on eBay, you know what I mean? You guys should really try eBay. It's really a supplement to your income if you have a lot of parts, you know? It takes a little getting used to on learning how to list it and package everything and figuring out the weight and all that stuff. But once you get the hang of it, man, if you got a lot of parts sitting around doing nothing, sell it, make some money, you know what I mean? Anyway, so I got a perfect Stihl Fs45 weed trimmer now that I got for free. Well, not so free because I paid $15 for the guard. But you know what? It's worth it. It seems like it's a really good trimmer, you know, and I could always use another backup. I'll probably keep this because you know what they all say, Stihls and Echoes you keep, all the rest, Ryobi, Hyper Tough, Craftsman, the old ones, it's junk. Troy Builts, throw them away. Or sell them for 50 bucks, whatever. That's just about all you're gonna get for it. But that was changing the guard off my broken one for $15. Very easy to do, and easy to take the head off too, you know? Anyway, thanks a lot for joining me on this short fix episode. We'll see you guys next time on Mowers and Blowers.
That's why you make friends with your UPS guy. Henry, I gotta go. I'll see you next time on Mowers and Blowers.